day concept vlog, this time coming at you from Cullman, Alabama for the Alabama Manufacturer Shootout 12.0. It's a completely new and different format this year, so we want to take you behind the scenes with our drivers so you can check in with them in the pits, see how they're doing, see what they think of the new format. Yesterday was Thursday, it was the first day, and it was 2 rounds of practice, 1 round of seating. We had Tyler Jones take Pro Nitro Truck, Dakotah Phend took Pro E-Buggy and Pro Nitro Buggy. So yesterday was a good day, today is qualifying, so we'll see how things shake up.
Alright guys, so we're going to take a second to talk about the format here at the AMS race, because those of you at home, if you were confused, we were also a little bit confused, so we took some time to figure out how it all works and we'll explain it to you. So on Thursday we had 3 rounds of time practice basically, only the 3rd one counted, and it was best consecutive 3 laps to seed you into your qualifiers. That was on Thursday. So the first 2 were just to get acclimated to the track. The last one, best 3 laps, seeded you into your qualifiers. Go to Friday, we had 3 rounds of basically like qualifier length races, and it was still just your best 3 consecutive laps from each round. And we took the best 3 consecutive laps from your fastest 2 runs, combined them together for a total of 6 laps, and that was how we seeded you into your position for the Super Poles on Saturday. So on Saturday, the Super Poles, they were basically like A, B, and C mains, but they were only 10 minutes long, and the person who finished first automatically bumped to the next main. So if you're in the B main, it doesn't matter where you started. Let's say you started 9th. If you finish first, then you bump and start last in the A main directly. For the rest of the people in the race, wherever you finished in your Super Pole was where you were going to actually start for your main event. So for the guys that may have started 13th in the Super Pole, if they finished 5th, then they started 5th in the main event. So for the lower mains, if you were going into your C main after the Super Pole, as long as you finished in the top 5, you would bump into the B main. And from the B main, if you finished in the top 4, then you would bump into the A main. So Super Pole basically set your starting position for the main. Top 5 would bump from the C main to the B, top 4 would bump from the B main to the A, and that's basically how the whole format worked. So it's kind of a little different thing with basically 4 different rounds of 3-lap seating counting throughout the weekend. No real qualifying, going directly into the Super Pole, which was a 10-minute heads-up race, and into the 45-minute A mains for all the classes, sportsman, intermediate, expert, pro, whatever. And all the lower mains for nitro classes were 30 minutes no matter what. And the electric classes had 2 10-minute B mains and C mains and 3 A mains that were 10 minutes long. So that was the whole format. It was pretty neat. Everybody got a bunch of track time. And hopefully we get to do something cool like this next year. Maybe make some tweaks and adjustments, but it was definitely something that was fun to do at least once a year, and maybe we'll see iterations of it in the future.
Hey guys, we're out here at the 2021 AMS Manufacturer Shootout. We're live with Seth VanDalen.
Rivkin is running 3 laps as fast as we can. We're getting all of our butts kicked by Dakotah Phend. Tyler's over here trying to glue tires. I just swapped a motor and saw some tires.
I got a bunch of paper towel on my tire. I'm out of time, tired, hungry. Haven't ate in 7 months. I don't see this Seth VanDalen, so it's all matters.
You did top seed, so that was good. How was...
C racers are bargain shoppers.
Yep. I usually buy all my clothes from, I don't even know where I buy clothes at.
Are you gonna get some fashion tips here?
Oh yeah, so it's all about the drip, as the kids say. You basically just want to get pants that don't fit you, and you just make them fit, you know?
Or if you're an associate guy, just wear salmon colored pants.
Yeah.
On which day?
Like
every day.
Oh.
May Day.
I thought May Day.
Today is like blue, like a nice pastel blue, and then main day is salmon. We don't know what's coming tomorrow, but we know main day is salmon. Maybe just straight up pink tomorrow. Or from Lee Setzer, it might be palm trees.
Flamingos.
I'll be sure to let them know. Can you tell me what tires you're using at least?
Oh yeah. I'm running with some fresh Gold Ellipse. I've been running Silver Rehab, but I'm trying to go fast, so I want to mount some Gold Ellipse.
All right, nice. Are you saucing with anything? Are you
Yeah,
with the
I'm using
wrench?
Seth's like a wrench because I forgot mine.
Perfect. Well, I'm glad you got that top seed spot, so congratulations on that, and we'll see you tomorrow in qualifying.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, Cade, so you just took top spot there in round 1 of qualifying. It's a little different this year with the top 3 consecutive laps for your qualifying time. So tell me, how is the track? What tires are you using? What did you think of the run?
The track's really good. It's got very good traction. Yesterday I went out on some green reflex and they were okay, but then I switched to the Gold Rex this morning and they were really good. The traction was really high and it's been a great weekend so far.
Awesome. All right, we'll check in with you later. Congratulations.
So why do you prefer watching NASCAR from home versus going to the race?
Why are you filming me, dude?
Answer the question.
I like to get all the information from the team. Like on television, they tell you everything. You keep up with all their pit cycles and all who's got new tires, blah, blah, blah. At the race, it's hard to keep up. You can't really keep up with what's going on.
So
and
like,
it's hot, and I don't want to walk around with my 3-year-old kid all day long.
and the beer's too expensive.
Beer's expensive, but that won't stop me.
But if they had like,
And the coverage is good.
it is good at home. What if they had like an app that gave you all the stuff on your phone while you were there? Would you be like more apt to like go?
Well, they do. You can rent the headphones.
Right. Yeah.
You can listen and like cue in, but I don't know. I don't want to do all that. But yeah, if they had an app, that'd be cool. So you're saying live RC's getting involved?
I don't know. I was sounded like a good idea.
Yeah.
What do you think? What would make you more apt to go to a NASCAR race?
I don't like NASCAR, so I don't go anyways.
What would you go to? Formula One.
Formula 1. I have the app. F1.
Oh, I have the app too.
So
It's pretty sick.
dialed.
Formula One or
The biggest
NASCAR?
problem about going to NASCAR is walking. Dude, you have to walk.
Formula One. Which, like, are you paying $1,000 to go to Texas though, or no? Yeah, I didn't think so.
We're going to Miami.
You're going to Miami.
Yeah.
You're gonna pay
Me,
$1,000.
Jackson, and Alex.
That's expensive.
Yeah, it's like $5,000.
Alex K. We'll be fine.
First, we went some tires on Lindsay Golden Lips for e-buggy.
Love you.
Gold ellipse.
Trying to at least kind of sucking in. Forgot to put tire bands on those two initially, so we're trying to fix that problem by actually getting tire bands.
So what's the plan? Why gold over silver?
Well, we're kind of feeling like silver's getting a little soft. We've got about 3 runs on 2 sets of silver ellipse, and the last run of buggy, it was really stuck and kind of difficult to drive for the start of the run. I kind of waited till the end and shook the car down and then started to pour it on toward the end. Ended up with a 4th overall and seating in both cars actually, both Nitro Buggy and truck.
Was it ellipse on truck or on buggy, or was it rehab?
Rehab on buggy. Silver rehab and then gold ellipse on the truck.
But you're gonna try the gold ellipse on buggy now?
Yeah, we're gonna try out an e-buggy.
Got it.
I run on this type of surface a lot in Omaha, and it kind of turns to be one line and dusty on the outside, so we're gonna give it the best shot. Give it our best shot. We're getting our butts kicked by Dakotah Maifield. They're running gold lips, so we're gonna try and keep up with those two.
Give her the good old college try.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm just gonna toss the C-buggy and run out the doors, which is also fine too because
We're seating all day.
we're trying. Yeah, and we're seating all day. So all you gotta do is put 6 laps together total.
Sweet. Has RaceTime got any sick pictures in your nitro buggy like Jared, or just you? Jared.
I think Hannah did actually.
That's probably even better.
Yeah, so that's the one I chose for last night for my post. So yeah, I haven't really looked at the RaceTime gallery.
Did you make your post, or did you have a surrogate do it?
No, I fired the guy that used to do my social media, so it's all me now.
That's a bummer. It's probably a lot of extra work.
Yeah, I mean, the guy that used to do my social media, he wasn't cutting it, so I fired him.
Wasn't cutting it. What do you think, Red? How's your day going? Red doesn't look like he's in the mood to talk, so we're gonna move it along.
What other questions do you have?
Well, how did Nitro Buggy, you were third. How did Nitro Buggy go?
Yeah, it was good. I kind of got my laps done like first half. So it's pretty non-pressure feeling the whole run. So that was nice. I got three decent ones in the first 3, then I changed something I was doing on the track for the next 3 and went a little bit quicker, and then that was basically all I had. I had one crash that kind of ended, like it was at a time where I couldn't really reset to get another good 3, so I was basically done a minute and a half early or something.
What did you change that you were doing? This is not getting posted till after, so it's not like people are gonna know.
The left side,
yes,
sending to flat
all the way to the flat
versus just doubling to the downside.
Right.
It seems like it's a couple, maybe like at least 2/10 or probably 3/10 faster.
If you can get it right, yeah. That makes sense. So it looks like you're mounting more rehabs. Some of the guys are mounting more ellipses. Some of the guys are mounting different compounds of ellipses. What's the thought process over here?
So I tried the ellipses yesterday. Seems like the rehab is just a little bit more forgiving. The line's pretty narrow out there. The dust, if you drop a wheel in the dust with the ellipse, just the nature of a bar tire, it's going to be a little bit more kind of volatile just to drive. So I'm getting old these days. I gotta have a little bit of forgiveness. But honestly, the rehab seems to have just as much grip. Might be just a tick slower just because of the bar tire having the little extra speed that it does. But I'm going for the oil feels better, so I'm sticking with rehab.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like it's affecting a whole lot. You and Seth went 3-4 on rehabs, whereas the 1-2 guys were on ellipses. But
yeah, I mean,
it's not like you're 10.
Obviously, our tires are really good here.
Right.
The compound's really good. And we can kind of just choose what works for us between the rehab or the ellipse, so it's good.
We'll get both of y'all.
Okay.
What are we working on over here? Phone time?
We're working on phone time. we caught up on work, and it is actually competitive now, so that's positive.
That's good. Now it makes it sound like it wasn't before.
It wasn't. Well, one class was, so we knew the driver was good, just had to make the cars better.
So we found competition now. What were the changes? What do we do?
Change some pistons, some oil, and tune the motor, made it go fast.
Pep talk from Ronnie and good to go?
He's too busy term marshalling.
Oh, yeah.
He's paid term marshal, so he's got a second career.
Is he actually paid? Is there a salary?
Yeah, no, there is salary.
From Associated or from Spencer Rivkin Incorporated?
No, his buddy Red over there.
Oh.
So he's moonlighting.
He's moonlighting, yeah. I saw him pitting for Red also.
I mean, he's known to be good. He can get fuel all over, and yeah, he'll get you going.
But I saw him give Red money, so I don't understand how the salary works.
Wow, who knows what kind overpaid and they gotta give him money back.
Oh, okay.
True, who knows what kind of side dealings are going on there.
Gambling. Yeah.
What do you need?
He's not paying attention. What are we eating over here?
They're from Japan.
They're from Japan.
We overnighted them.
Overnighted them. Team Fried Vlog?
Yeah. We only made the red bud scene.
Oh, I don't know.
We're gonna have to.
I mean, I don't have to do any of the editing. Do it. It's taking too long. Do it. What are we doing over here?
A little bit of shop work, trying to get the cars a little bit better. Yeah, kind of been struggling a little bit. Drivers kind of not here, I guess. The first turn. The car's been getting better. Tires are working great. Really nothing to complain about but me. So yeah, Spencer did a little bit of shop changes. Thought it was better. So I'm going to do that and measure a car for the last round, and then see how that goes. But overall, I mean, good time. Having some fun with the guys, the pits, and yeah, just gotta keep pushing.
Other than that, regroup for a race with a normal format and hope for the best.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel that. Vlog life.
What's up?
What are we doing over here?
We're waiting for 8 by
How fast are we gonna go?
Probably a couple 22-second laps and then back it up with an 80.
I like it.
Yeah.
So
Hoping just for consistency.
that'd be good.
Yeah.
We're going back to rehabs.
Yep. I tried ellipses and nitro buggy, and just wasn't comfortable. It actually went slower than rehabs.
Okay.
Let's go back to what I feel good on and I'm fastest with. Changed a couple things on the nitro car for next round, so this should be good.
We're gonna hold our breath and pin it.
Yeah, we're gonna pin it for 3 laps and get set up for the main Super Bowl.
Do our seating for the qualifying for the qualifying.
Yeah.
How's your qualifying effort going, Paul?
My qualifying's been perfect. I'm flawless out there.
Been getting TQs every round.
TQs every round, no tire wear.
Pretty
Car
sweet.
staying clean.
Car staying clean. How is your propane swap out going?
That was pretty effortless. But now I got to get up and find another bottle.
Well, that's not important. We don't need that.
5 gallon one's good. We're good back there.
So basically, it's a good day and Paul wins life.
Yeah, it's been a great day. It's been easy.
Boys are going fast.
Guys are going fast. Tires are working well. Minimal tire wear. The surface is always awesome. So I've always looked forward to this race.
Only gotten rid of 1 box so far, though.
2 boxes now.
2 boxes?
Yep.
Oh, we're moving up in the world.
Yeah. Yellow wheels, I think, are catching up to white.
Oh,
Weekend.
really?
Yeah, I think we ran out of yellow. Well, not ran out, but we went through a box of yellow first.
Jason's going to be really upset knowing that.
Yeah, but whites are still faster.
He might have to, like, drop a monster truck or something.
Dakotah, I think he's got a couple TQs on yellow. So.
Unacceptable. We're going to have to start over. What are you going to do about TQing on yellow tires? Wheels. Are you going to go faster?
You gotta run yellow rims.
I don't know. Jason always says you got to run white ones.
White's faster.
I'll run whatever. Run whatever I have to.
What are you going to run next round?
What rims?
Sure.
I run white rims.
All right.
But if I have to run yellow rims or worlds, I'll just paint a different body.
Paint a different body.
Larry will paint a different
I was about to say, you're going to paint a body? So Larry will paint one and then Paul will cut it out?
Yeah, we'll just come up with a different scheme.
All right, so you're working here on your car, but we just finished all the super cold today because today's Saturday, and you just bumped into the e-buggy A-main, right?
And truck main.
Yep.
We got the super pole bump to the main. We're starting 11th in both truck and e-buggy. Truck was a pretty exciting race. Fell back to say like 3rd or something. Found my way back up to the lead. Had a decent little battle with my teammate Jared Wiggins. Ended that one pretty confident going into the truck main. Ran some silver ellipse. We're planning to go out on gold tomorrow, possibly blue reflex. The e-buggy main went well. Had a good battle with Little Bump. I was definitely the slower one of us two. Was probably almost the slowest guy on the racetrack, and still got the bump somehow. I just didn't crash.
Yeah, consistency.
So both cars were good. I ended up running. I wanted to test see how long the silver rehabs would last. So I ran my nitro buggy with brand new ones, and then I put those on the e-buggy. And after about 25 minutes, they still look okay. They're not the greatest, but
Not like 45-minute worthy.
not like 45-minute worthy. So we're kind of panicking about tires, but we got Tyler over here. He tested some blue reflex. So same with some of the other guys like Maifield, Rivkin, Lee. Lee was definitely faster than me in the B, but slow and steady wins the race, I guess, today. So a little bit different than yesterday when it was fast, but
Yeah,
we're having fun.
that's good. We're working out this new format, huh?
Yeah,
Figuring it out.
new format doesn't really suit me all that well. It used to. I used to be a 3-lap hero, but now that I've been trying to smooth myself out and make my cars easier to drive, it doesn't really suit me. The qualifying format definitely would have helped. I think in some of the qualifiers I could have probably top 3 just based off of my time, but you never know. With it being a seating format, people slow down and pull over, so then they give themselves space. So we don't really know who really ran the fastest, but
got some pretty good. I had some pretty good confidence in the nitro buggy and the super pole. I hung with Maifield before he had an issue in pit lane, so I was pretty happy with that. It was only about a 10th off pace, so we're making good progress on the cars. Definitely better than yesterday. A little bit of help from Tyler, but we're doing good.
All right, awesome. Well, maybe we'll check in tomorrow after some mains go down and see how things are going.
Thanks.
So, it's been quite the day for you. You've done pretty well, though. I feel like with super pole today, but backtracking a little bit, we had qualifying, which was that 3 consecutive lap format, which then they averaged or combined your 2 fastest 3 consecutive laps. So anyway, all that being said, super poles today, and that's kind of what matters for your grid start. Tell us a little bit about your day and how it's going.
Yeah, nitro truck was up first. Made a small change and ran a new set of tires, and everything was good. Made my way up to 4th from 10th, and then just made some mistakes and fell back. I think I start 8th for tomorrow, so I picked up a couple spots. But nitro buggy is a different story. I pieced together. I took 3 sets of tires and just pieced together what I could to save tires, and it was good. I ended up 2nd. I feel like I probably could have been a little bit closer to Dakotah if I didn't get into like traffic with other people at the beginning. But overall, it was good. E-buggy, made my way to 3rd and was trying to run down Spencer and Ryan and made some mistakes, fell back. And then had a slight incident with another driver and decided to let him go to avoid some conflict, and that didn't turn out the best for me. But overall, yeah. Ready for the mains tomorrow. Just gonna prep some cars, get some tires glued, and hang out with my friends. So.
All right, sounds like a plan. We'll check in with you later.
Sounds good.
We're watching Formula 1.
Yes, Formula 1.
All right, so let's come back for our... Man, look at this branding right here. You got the VP hat, the VP tent.
Represent. You guys know to help yourself, okay? Whatever you want.
Wow.
Let's go look, Hannah.
Are we looking? All right, let's take a tour of the VP tent.
Yeah, let's get some snacks. It's finally, it's cute.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, oh my God.
Wow, look at the VP tent. This is the spread. Wow.
Strawberry muffins, girl. Hey, Kelly. Yes, ma'am. May I please have these? Of course you can. Thank you. Yes, of course you can. You can take them to your pants if you want. You want to take home? Not a hide where Seth's gonna eat it. Is he? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's with lettuce on it, tomato.
You're just gonna hide it? Are you hiding your snack?
Oh, see, you're on the block.
Man,
Hannah, do you want a strawberry muffin?
All right, Spencer, so we're out here at AMS, and it's been quite the weekend with the new format, with qualifying being the top 3 consecutive laps, and then today we had super pole, which, first off, we'll talk about your e-buggy battle with Ryan there at the end. You guys were like back and forth really close, so tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, going into that e-buggy speed pole run or whatever you want to call it, Ryan and I kind of threw a little bit of an audible with tire selection. We went out there on blue reflexes. Traditionally, throughout the whole weekend, we were running gold or silver compounds. I really didn't really know what to expect. In the warm-up, my car felt all right, and then once we started the race, I was like pretty happy on how everything was going. And then yeah, with Ryan and I kind of pulling a little bit of a gap from everyone else, it was actually pretty fun just to battle through the whole main. I kind of stuck my nose in there and passed him, and then he kind of stuck his nose in there and got around me, and then yeah, I mean, it was pretty fun. I think we kind of chuckled a couple times on the driver's stand, which was kind of cool. And yeah, I think we finished with like 2/10 at the very end, and yeah, Ryan got me and puts me 2nd place overall in the e-buggy mains tomorrow. So I start 2nd in e-buggy, 3rd in nitro buggy, and 5th place in truck. Not really anything to complain about. I think that we learned some stuff with the tires for tomorrow's mains, which I thought was pretty big. So there's a couple of positives to learn from it. And yeah, with the new schedule, it's been all right. I'm pretty happy with how everything's been going, and the team's been going good, and we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah, so you feel like this new format, do you feel like it's kind of favored your drive style, or are you just kind of indifferent?
Traditionally, I would say I would say, I don't know if it's favored my driving style. I seem to normally like build my pace throughout the weekend, so it's kind of hard to really see like where everyone's paces they're at. I mean, I don't really know. It's difficult to say, but I mean, I start pretty much in the top 3 in the buggy classes. So I know there's a lot of other people that have had some struggle moments. Obviously Ryan had a wing fall off in nitro buggy that kind of set him back a little bit, but I'm sure with tomorrow's mains, with the 45-minute main, everyone will kind of get back in their positioning of where they probably should be. So the new schedule is definitely different. I don't really know if it will stick. I do like that there's a timesheet and the practice scheduling is nice. You're not really kind of like running over your head and going above your means to practice, so it keeps the playing field kind of the same. But the speed pull races, I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of. We kind of did that, and it's kind of pointless at this point. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Cool, thanks.
Yep.
All right, Ryan, so we're here at the AMS, and it's a new format this year. And so yesterday was the qualifying format with top 3 consecutive laps, and then today is obviously Super Pole. So you TQ'd overall for e-buggy and nitro truck, so tell us about that.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of an adjustment, kind of doing this new format. So did 3 rounds of basically seeding yesterday, which counted as qualifying to set us into the Super Pole today. And yeah, we ran truggy first. I threw some silver ellipses on, made some changes to the truck, a little stiffer oil from yesterday in the shocks, and got a decent start. Kind of had to battle my way to the lead a little bit and kind of manage the race from there. Truck worked really well, the tires were working great. And then nitro buggy, I had a decent run going. I was running second, came into my pit stop, and I saw Paul, my pit guy, kind of drop the car a little bit because the wing screw fell out. So that was a fail on my part, so I had to finish the race with the wing hanging off, and that was like I think I finished 8th, so I get to start 8th in nitro buggy tomorrow. And then yeah, e-buggy was good. Me and Spencer audibled on the tires like he said earlier, and put a blue reflex on and made the car super easy to drive. Got out front pretty early. Spencer was right behind me. We battled the whole race, had an awesome battle. A couple back and forths. He jumped over me once. I got around him through the whatever the double single section was, and ended up getting him at the end by just like 0.2 of a second. So it was a lot of fun. Car worked good. So and then yeah, we've been doing a lot of practicing and a lot of we finally got to race today, and then we get to race tomorrow, the long main event. So just doing a bunch of prep here, as you can see. Table's a mess, and get to do all the real races tomorrow.
What do you think of this track layout that Bobby Moore put in? It's kind of wild a little bit in the back section.
Yeah, I think they made the layout a little more technical, just because based off the format they're running. There's not as many people here, so it's fun. It takes a lot of small inputs with your radio to kind of go fast. You can't just go out there and send it. You got to be really just kind of got to watch your P's and Q's. Honestly, you got to be really careful out there. You can lose a lot of time really easily, which is good. The top dogs are going to definitely get to the top of the field tomorrow in these long races, because the tire wear is pretty crazy. The track's getting really dusty, and there's some spots breaking up. So the guy that wins is just going to be able to, the guy has to just put in a solid main with the least amount of marshals possible, and good pit strategy. So yeah, they definitely stepped their game up as far as the technicality goes. Usually this track's pretty flowing, and I don't want to say easy, but just kind of, yeah, I guess easy. Just makes it nice for everybody just to be able to get around the track. And here you can definitely see the separation from the top guys to the the intermediate level with the lap time. So it's been fun. It's been a little different. Everybody's kind of like running around asking questions. We don't know what the hell's going on with the format, but we kind of got an idea of what's happening now, and it's just the main events. That's what counts.
Cool. Thank you.
Qualifying went really well. We got the cars pretty good in the practice, took a couple runs. We had 2 practice runs and then a seating around to see us for qualifying, and a little bit different qualifying format, but everything ended up pretty well. The cars were really good. I was able to do a 5-minute run really clean as well, and I had good pace as well, so pretty happy with that. Then went into the Super Pole today. Definitely not exactly how we wanted today to go, but nitro buggy was really good, and we had some work tomorrow to do in e-buggy and truggy, but cars are good, tires are good. Just have to make the right decision on the tires for how the track is. I went out on gold ellipses and truggy, and they were just a little bit too hard. Everyone else went on silvers, so made that mistake, and then I kind of made a mistake in e-buggy as well on the tire selection. But just got to keep an eye on the dust. It got really dusty today. It started to break up, and we'll just have to keep an eye on that tomorrow. See how much they watered. They watered a lot more last night than they did the night before, so that made a big difference in how dusty it was today. Once it dried back out, the dust really came up a ton, so keep an eye on that. When they blow the track off, that'll make a difference as well. And cars are, like I said, cars are solid, tires are good. Just have to make some good decisions out there and move up to the front.
So what do you think about the track layout? Because you have the TLR car, which is like C-Hub, right?
Yep.
So do you think is the track more suitable for your car, or?
I think the track really suits my driving style in general. It's more of a 10 scale layout. It's a little bit more technical. There's some lines you can do that are really tight, kind of like straighten things out and go from pipe to pipe, and really carry some good speed. So I think that really helps just with my experience with 10 scale. And I really enjoy that driving style. I'm good at kind of driving off center on the wheel. So I think that really helps. The cars, like I said, have really good speed as well. They have really good steering out there. And it's really just kind of stay on top of the track. It stayed pretty consistent for practice and qualifying, and then for today it really started to break apart. The dust out there is insane, and the tire wear is extremely high. So we're trying to pick a tire that's going to last for 45 minutes tomorrow, but then at the same time there's a lot of dust out there. So it's going to be a challenge. The pace is going to be a lot different tomorrow with the main. We're going to have to either pick fast tires and we're going to be bald at the end, or we're going to have to pick tires that are going to last the whole main, but we're going to be a lot slower. So we'll see. I think overall, you know, we'll do the best we can. We have a really great team around us to kind of make the best decision as a team, and we'll see how it goes.
All right, sounds good. Well, good luck to you in the main tomorrow.
Thank you.
What are we gluing up?
So we're not vlogging.
No, we're vlogging.
I'm calling audible. We're going green instead of blue.
With the reflex for truck.
Yes.
And we're gluing the foams, right?
Yes, sir.
So for those people out there in the internet world that don't know what gluing the foams does, like what's the plan here?
Basically gives you the imitation of a harder tire without it being a harder tire, because it will make your sidewall feel a little bit stiffer because the foam's not going to move. So it gives you a little bit more side-to-side stability, kind of takes the squirm out of it.
Yeah, and what we're seeing on the track is, as you'll hear in the vlog earlier, that everybody was running clay tires, is it's getting really dusty. The track's like super dry, so the clay stuff's not working anymore. We've all tried harder tires like blues and other things, and
I'm the only one doing this one.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. And the
I
vlogs.
also think that the blue, anything's going to wear out.
Right.
I like them doing slick fronts at the end, regardless.
So these may have a little more grip.
And I think that these will have more traction with slick fronts than what a blue slick front will have.
I like it.
That's the idea.
What's the worst that can happen? It doesn't work.
The worst that can happen is I go out there and I do terrible.
Well, at least you're not going to do donuts. Probably.
We don't know that yet.
We don't. We're going to cross our fingers. Well, you're going to take blues up there with you just in case. Or are we committing? Are we just committing? Okay, that's fair. All right, so gluing the foam, trying to get the imitation of a harder tire without running a harder tire.
It's also pretty dang cold in the track building.
It is pretty dang cold. What are we doing over here?
Well, prepping more tires. Never stops.
9,000th set of the weekend?
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of tires.
E-buggy battle looked like it was pretty hectic for maybe the first 3 minutes and then kind of boring.
Yeah, I mean, it's never boring when you're leading, going through traffic, but yeah, it was good. Just got a good start. Ty kind of was, well, Spencer sent it in on me one time, and I kind of checked up and just went back by him because he blew the corner, and then I was kind of waiting to jump that section on the straightaway, after the straightaway, just saving it, you know what I mean, if I needed it later on, so, and then Ty kind of caught me by doing it, so then I turned it on. I started doing it there for a few laps, and kind of just pulled a little bit of a gap, and then just kind of managed from there. Dakotah put on a good charge, got pretty close, and I made a couple mistakes with like a minute to go, so I just kind of backed it down, and there was a lot of lap traffic in front of me, so I didn't really want to catch them because this track can cause a lot of chaos with lap traffic, so yeah, just got to the finish line, put in a solid run, and now we're prepping up for everything else. A lot of racing left here.
So how do you feel about that? Like that corner that you're talking about, which is off the straightaway, it's a double with an elevated landing way further down there. It looks like it's almost, for most people, maybe not you, but most people, it's like kind of a 50-50 thing on whether or not it's actually going to work. But it's a big drop out of the sky.
Yeah.
So how does it, is that kind of why you're not just doing it every lap?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to conserve the car, you know, like you're basically just dropping the car from like 30 feet in the air to a flat surface under braking, so it's pretty gnarly. So, I mean, obviously the electronics in the cars can handle doing that stuff, but when you do it 500 times a weekend, you know, I feel like eventually something's probably going to fatigue, so.
Yeah, or you can come up short and hit the
yeah, I mean,
rise.
It's a risk versus reward thing, so. You know, when it's worth the risk, you got to know how to do it and be able to pull it off. And then once you have a gap, you can kind of, you know, should be able to back it down. And because it's not really like way faster. It's, you know, you have to, if you hit it perfect and get to the corner, then it's faster. But a lot of the times it's just more of like a scare tactic when you're behind somebody to, you know, try to get them to either blow the corner or, I mean, it's a super aggressive pass if you do get by somebody doing that. So yeah, I mean, I think we're going to see it. We got 2 more e-buggy races. We're definitely going to see that come into play a lot through the nitro buggy, and it seems like truggy. We're not really doing it that much. I did it a couple times, but just like trying to get the truck to stop and make that 180 is a lot harder than the buggies. It's just so much heavier.
It's like when it falls out of the sky, it doesn't want to turn.
Yeah, and like the groove is pretty narrow, and the truck's so wide, you get one tire out of the groove, and the thing is going whatever direction that tire is pointing. So,
and how does that compare? Like, because you've been to this race quite a few times, it's pretty dusty this year. Like, how does it compare to years past?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like, I just don't think they put enough water in the track, or they're not putting, I don't know. I remember the first few years we ran this race, it was always pretty wet and slimy, and we had green compound, kind of before clay and the silver compounds came around. But then, yeah, the last few years, it's just been dusty, and I mean, this weekend we basically ran every damn tire and compound we have, and they've all worked at some point. We started on greens, that was really good. You know, we all went to clay and silver tires, you know, with the bar tire. That was super fast for a while. And now we're back to just like blue reflexes, and we're basically going the same speed as we were on clay tires. So we've seen a big swing of the track, and yeah, I think just the way they packed the track, it didn't have a lot of water in it, so it's just dusting up now where it's breaking apart on the right side of the track. So, but it's the same for everybody. We just got to try to find the tire that's going to go 45 minutes. I don't think anybody's tires are going to last that long. I think everybody past the 20-25 minute mark is basically just going to be holding on for dear life out there. So that'll be it's going to be interesting.
What are we doing?
What do I do with my hands?
I don't know. How's your driver doing?
Good. He's doing well this weekend.
Put on a pretty good charge there in the end of that e-buggy race.
Yeah. I think just the 10-minute super pull thing with him getting a little bit roughed up and getting put back there cost him.
Battered around.
I wouldn't say battered around. It's just, you know, a little bit roughed up.
Yeah. What are we doing, Dad?
Oh, just getting ready for the Truggy A-Main coming up.
Are we tired of wrenching yet?
Yeah, I was tired yesterday.
Yeah. There's only 900 cars for you guys.
Right? Yeah, and 2 of the boys made the A-Main e-buggy, so Caden made his first A-Main, sounds cool.
That's awesome. Yeah. I have to say, Caden gets awful starts. Terrible.
Yeah, he does.
But he drives through the pack harder than like anybody I've ever seen. Yeah, he is good at it.
He finally gets his groove late. He's kind of rusty because he hasn't really actually ran since he's doing that. So.
Okay.
He practiced a couple times at the track, but he has football now, so he's a little rusty.
He's got priorities.
Yeah, he likes football stuff. So it takes him a little bit to knock the rust off, I think, and then really start the early bit of the race.
Once he gets going, he's fast.
Yeah, he's been killing it at the end of the race. Oh, man, he could just, like, he missed.
Start like that.
Yeah, he missed the Truggy A-Main by 2 seconds.
Yeah.
He just had a bad start. You know, just digging through. Once you get yourself in the hole, it's hard to get back up.
Hard to get out, yeah.
But we got the speed. Just he's not really solely on RC. Just kind of.
He just has fun.
Yeah. For Mason, kind of that's all he does. He doesn't do any sports or anything else. He loves cars.
Racers ready. Marshall's ready. Let's get them up, get them up, get them up, get them up. Clean them out, clean them out, clean them out. Down and quiet. And we're off and running. Race.
Made the pass and took the lead, never looked back how the truck felt. Obviously, it was super dialed.
Yeah, truck was good, super consistent, really dusty conditions out there. We knew we were going to be on low tread at the end, and just picked the blue reflex. It was really good at the beginning. Was able to have a really good run. I got a really clean start. Was able to follow line for a little bit. Waited for the opportunity to go out front, and then just tried to run as soon as I could. Definitely pretty tough for the last 10 minutes with the lower tires and the dust and everything, but got into rhythm and then it was good.
Yeah, looks like the tire wear on your truck is not too bad. With the dusty conditions and a 45-minute main, how important was tires?
It was really important. Tires have been the thing all weekend long, and we made the right decision when it mattered. I made the wrong decision in the Super Bowl, kind of moved backwards a little bit, so excited to be able to come back up.
Awesome, thanks Dakotah. Your 2021 AMS Pro Nitro Trucking Champion, Dakotah Phend. Well done, guys. 45 minutes. The track was very, very technical. Way to go. Tell us all about it.
Thanks, man. My car is absolutely awesome. I mean, that's the best ATL I've driven. It was a lot of fun out there, having a good time. I was able to get to rhythm early, and I just threw my laps. I was super comfortable out there. The tires were good the whole time. We made a decision for the rehabs, knowing that the centers were going to fall out. They'd be quick, but we still have the outer inner tread there for the dust. And it was really good that way. Had a couple mishaps at the end of the straightaway. Kind of got a little sideways, got the dust. And besides that, pretty clean run. Like I said, car was just absolutely close to the drive. We put in a lot of hard work, and we tried to really go out there and make it happen.
Yeah, the groove was very, very narrow, and I know that you said consistency is what's going to pay off, and that's exactly what you displayed for 45 minutes. Well done. Congratulations on the 2021 AMS victory.